The year 2387. Galactic Trade Station Omega-7. The story opens at the massive Galactic Trade Station Omega-7, a sprawling metal city floating in space where dozens of alien species conduct business. The station buzzes with activity as merchants from across the galaxy trade exotic goods and share news. Main characters. Captain Jake Wilson, a gruff, experienced human trader in his 50s. Dr. Lisa Park, a young human scientist and engineer aboard Jake's ship. Commander Vex, a tall, blue-skinned, alien military officer from the Keth Empire Trader Corp, a small, green alien merchant who spreads gossip. The scene begins in the station's main trading hall, where alien merchants are discussing the latest galactic crisis. The powerful Keth Empire has been expanding aggressively, conquering smaller worlds. Their massive war fleets seem unstoppable, each ship the size of a small moon. Captain Jake Wilson docks his small cargo ship, the Terra's Hope, at the station. The ship is old, patched up, and tiny compared to the massive alien vessels around it. As Jake and Dr. Park walk through the trading hall, they overhear conversations about the Keth Empire's latest victory. Commander Vex, a proud Keth officer, is boasting to a crowd of alien traders about their empire's strength. "Our fleet destroyed 3 enemy worlds in one day," he declares. "Soon, all of known space will bow to the Keth Empire." Trader Gorp, always eager for drama, points at Jake and Lisa. "Look, the humans sent only one tiny ship to this gathering. How pathetic. Even the weakest species send at least a dozen vessels." The crowd turns to stare at the 2 humans. Laughter ripples through the hall. Commander Vex sneers. "Humans think they can compete with real powers? That little ship couldn't even scratch our smallest escort vessel." Jake remains calm, but Lisa's face burns with embarrassment. She whispers to Jake, "Captain, maybe we should tell them about the real purpose of our mission." Jake shakes his head. "Not yet, Doc. Let them laugh. They'll understand soon enough." The aliens continue their mockery. A tall, insect-like creature clicks its mandibles in amusement. Humans always were the galaxy's comedians. Now they're proving it again. Dr. Park excuses herself and returns to their ship. In the quiet of the engine room, she checks her equipment one final time. Hidden in the ship's cargo hold are devices that look simple but contain technology beyond anything the galaxy has seen. Meanwhile, Jake mingles with the traders, listening to their conversations. He learns that the Keth Empire plans to attack the peaceful Tau colony next week. The colony has no defenses and millions of innocent civilians. Back on the ship, Lisa works on her calculations. The Terra's Hope might look like a simple cargo vessel, but it carries humanity's greatest secret, technology that could change everything. As the day progresses, more alien ships arrive at the station. Each one is massive, armed with powerful weapons and crewed by hundreds of beings. The human single small vessel looks even more pathetic in comparison. During the evening meal in the station's restaurant, Commander Vex approaches Jake's table. "Human," he says with a condescending smile, "perhaps you should return to your little planet before you embarrass yourself further. This is a gathering for real spacefaring civilizations." Jake takes a sip of his drink and looks up calmly. "Commander, appearances can be deceiving. Sometimes the smallest package contains the biggest surprise." Vex laughs loudly. "What could humans possibly have that would interest the Keth Empire? Your species barely left your home system 50 years ago." Other diners turn to watch the exchange. Jake stands up slowly, his weathered face serious. "You're right, Commander. We are new to the galaxy. But we learn fast, and we don't like bullies." The restaurant falls silent. Vex's blue face darkens with anger. "Are you threatening the Keth Empire, human?" "I'm making you an offer," Jake replies. "Leave the Tau colony alone, and we'll forget this conversation ever happened. The silence breaks as every alien in the restaurant bursts into laughter. Commander Vex slaps his knee. One human in one tiny ship thinks he can threaten the mighty Keth Empire. This is the funniest thing I've heard all year. Jake sits back down and finishes his meal in silence. Lisa watches nervously from across the table. The other diners continue, laughing and making jokes about human arrogance. As the evening ends, Jake and Lisa return to their ship. The station's communication systems buzz with news of the day's entertainment. How two humans had threatened the Keth Empire with a single cargo vessel. Little do they know that tomorrow everything will change. The demonstration begins the next morning. News spreads throughout the station about the Keth Empire's planned attack on Tau Colony. The peaceful farming world has only 3 days before the massive Keth war fleet arrives. Alien traders shake their heads sadly, knowing another innocent world will fall. Captain Jake Wilson requests permission to address the station's governing council. The request surprises everyone. What could one human possibly have to say that matters? In the council chamber, representatives from dozens of species gather. Commander Vex sits in the front row, still amused by yesterday's events. The council leader, an elderly creature with tentacles instead of arms, speaks with a weary voice. Captain Wilson, we understand your concern for Tau Colony, but this is a military matter. The Keth Empire has the strongest fleet in the galaxy. No one can stop them. Jake stands calmly before the assembly. Honored council members, I'm here to offer humanity's protection to Tau Colony. The chamber erupts in laughter. Commander Vex slaps his knee again. One ship protecting an entire world? Human, your species' sense of humor is truly unique. Doctor. Lisa Park enters the chamber carrying a small device. She whispers something to Jake, who nods. Council members, I'd like to demonstrate something. Lisa activates the device. Suddenly, every screen in the chamber displays the same image. A detailed scan of Commander Vex's flagship, the Keth Destroyer, showing its exact location, weapon systems, and crew count. The laughter stops. Commander Vex stands up, his blue face turning purple with rage. How did you scan my ship? Our shields are active. Jake smiles for the first time. Your shields are impressive, Commander, but they're designed to stop weapons and traditional sensors. They can't stop what we're using. The council leader leans forward with interest. What exactly are you using? Captain Wilson? Quantum resonance mapping, Dr. Park explains. We can scan any ship, any structure, anywhere in the galaxy. Distance doesn't matter. Shields don't matter. We can see everything. A small, furry alien in the back row speaks up, nervously. But scanning is not fighting. The Keth Empire has thousands of warships. Jake nods. True, but knowing your enemy's exact position, weapon status, and battle plans makes fighting much easier. He pauses. We've been watching the Keth fleet for weeks. We know their attack route, their timing, everything. Commander Vex storms toward the front of the chamber. Impossible. Our military communications are encrypted with quantum-level security. Lisa holds up another device. We broke your encryption 3 months ago. We've been reading your messages ever since. The chamber falls silent. Every alien representative stares at the two humans with new respect and growing fear. The small, furry alien speaks again. If you can do this, why haven't you shared this technology with the galactic community? Jake's expression becomes serious. Because we hoped we wouldn't need to. Humanity prefers peace. But when bullies threaten innocent people, we act. Council leaders' tentacles writhe with nervous energy. Captain Wilson, even with perfect intelligence, how can one ship defeat an entire fleet? Who said anything about defeating them? Jake replies. I'm going to make them an offer they can't refuse. Commander Vex laughs bitterly. The Keth Empire doesn't negotiate with inferior species. Jake turns to face him directly. Commander, your flagship carries 2,847 crew members. Your weapons chief is named Cax. Your engine room has a small plasma leak in Section 7. Your personal quarters are on Deck 12, Room 47. Should I continue? Vex's face goes pale. How do you know? These things? Because we've been inside your ship without you knowing it, Lisa says calmly. Our technology doesn't just scan from the outside. The implications sink in across the chamber. If humans can scan anything, penetrate any security, and access any system, what else can they do? Jake addresses the council one final time. We're offering to escort the Tau colony evacuation ships to safety. The Keth Empire can attack an empty world if they want. But if they harm one innocent civilian, they'll discover what human technology can really do. Commander Vex sputters with rage. You're bluffing. One ship cannot threaten the entire Keth Empire. Jake's smile returns, but it's cold this time. Commander, we've been listening to your communications. We know about your secret weapon shipyard at Kepler 442. We know about your Emperor's private bunker on Keth Prime. We know everything. The chamber erupts in shocked whispers. The council leader calls for order. Captain Wilson, what exactly are you proposing? Simple, Jake replies. The Keth Empire leaves Tau colony alone. In return, we keep their secrets ... secret. The secret unveiled Commander Vex storms out of the council chamber, his pride wounded and his anger boiling. He immediately contacts his fleet admirals, ordering them to prepare for immediate departure to Tau colony. No pathetic human will threaten the Keth Empire. He shouts into his communicator Dot back in the chamber. The alien council members surround Jake and Lisa with questions. The small, furry alien asks, Captain Wilson, how long has humanity possessed this technology? Jake considers his answer carefully. We've been developing it for 30 years, but we've only perfected it recently. The council leader's tentacles twitch nervously. Why reveal it now? Why not keep it secret? Dr. Park steps forward. Because staying hidden while innocent people die makes us no better than the bullies we're fighting against. An insect-like creature clicks its mandibles thoughtfully. If humans can penetrate any security, scan any target, what prevents you from conquering the galaxy yourselves? Our nature, Jake replies simply. Humans explore, learn, and protect. We don't conquer unless we're forced to. Meanwhile, aboard the Keth flagship, Commander Vex paces angrily in his command room. His officers watch nervously as he rants about human arrogance. They think they can intimidate us with parlor tricks. Prepare all weapon systems. His communications officer, a young Keth named Kor, hesitates. Sir, perhaps we should investigate their claims first? Vex spins around, his eyes blazing. Are you questioning my orders? No, sir. But they knew specific details about our ship, our crew, our missions. How is that possible? Before Vex can answer, every screen in the command room activates simultaneously. Jake's face appears on all of them. Commander Vex, I hope you're listening. The Keth officers jump in shock. Vex snarls. How did you access our systems? The same way we've accessed every Keth system for the past 3 months, Jake replies. Calmly, we wanted to give you one more chance to reconsider. Never, Vex shouts. The Keth Empire bows to no one. Jake's expression remains patient. Dr. Park, show the commander our gift. Lisa appears on the screen beside Jake. She holds up a small device. Commander, this is a real-time display of your engine room. The screens change to show the exact interior of the Keth flagship's engine room. Engineers go about their work, unaware they're being watched. The detail is perfect. Every pipe, every control panel, every crew member visible. Officer Core gasps. Sir, that's impossible. Our shields are at maximum power. Shields don't stop quantum resonance, Lisa explains. We can see through any barrier, any defense. The screens switch again, showing the ship's weapons bay. Then the crew quarters. Then the bridge where they're standing. The Keth officers look around in confusion, seeing themselves on their own screens. This is just surveillance, Vex growls. You still can't harm us. Jake's voice becomes serious. Commander, we don't want to harm anyone. But you're forcing our hand. The screens show a new image. The Keth Empire's most classified facility. A secret weapons laboratory on a hidden moon. Scientists work on experimental weapons while guards patrol the corridors. That location is known to only 12 beings in the entire Empire. Officer Core whispers. 13, Jake corrects. We've been watching your weapons development for months. We know about the planet-killer missiles, the gravity bombs, the neural disruptors. Vex's face turns pale. What do you want? Turn your fleet around, Jake says simply. Go home. Leave Tau Colony in peace. And if we refuse? The screens change one final time, showing the personal quarters of the Keth Emperor himself. The ruler of the Empire sits in his private study, reading classified reports. He's alone, vulnerable, completely unaware of being watched. We know where everyone is, Commander, Jake says quietly. Every leader, every general, every family member. We can reach anyone, anywhere, anytime. The bridge falls silent. The implications are staggering. If humans can penetrate any security, reach any target, no one in the galaxy is safe from them. Officer Core speaks in a trembling voice. Sir, perhaps we should contact the Emperor? No. Vex slams his fist on the control panel. I won't be intimidated. By humans? Jake's image leans forward. Commander, we're not trying to intimidate you. We're trying to save lives. Yours included. What does that mean? It means the Tau Colony has friends now, Jake replies. And those friends have very long memories. The screens go dark. The Keth Bridge crew stares at each other in stunned silence. They've just witnessed technology that makes their Empire's greatest achievements look primitive. Commander Vex stands, alone in the darkness, finally understanding that everything has changed. Asterisk the Battle of Wills. 2 hours after Jake's demonstration, the Keth fleet changes course. But instead of heading home, they accelerate toward Tau Colony. Commander Vex has made his decision. He will call the humans' bluff. Increase speed to maximum, Vex orders. We reach Tau Colony in 18 hours. Officer Core looks worried. Sir, what about the humans' warning? They're pacifists, Vex sneers. They'll never actually attack. They're hoping fear will do their work for them. On the trading station, Jake receives the news through his ship's sensors. The Keth fleet of 40 massive warships is racing toward Tau Colony at full speed. Dr. Park looks up from her instruments. Captain, they're not backing down. Jake nods grimly. I hoped they would be smarter than this. He activates the communication system. This is Captain Wilson to all ships in the area. The Keth Empire has chosen violence. Humanity responds in kind. The message broadcasts across the galaxy. On hundreds of worlds, aliens stop what they're doing to listen. The small species that have lived in fear of the Keth Empire hold their breath. Terra's hope to Tau Colony, Jake continues. Begin immediate. Evacuation. You have 17 hours. On Tau Colony, the peaceful farmers receive the message with confusion. They have no military, no weapons, no way to fight. But they trust the strange human who promised to protect them. The evacuation begins immediately. Cargo ships, passenger vessels, even private shuttles race to the agricultural world. The entire galactic community mobilizes to save innocent lives. Commander. Vex watches the evacuation on his screens. Let them run. He laughs. We'll find them wherever they go. But Officer Kor notices something strange. Sir, there's only one human ship heading to Tau Colony. Where's their fleet? Vex pauses. He hadn't considered this. One ship cannot defend an entire world against 40 warships. Perhaps they have hidden vessels? Our sensors show nothing, Kor reports. Just the one cargo ship. For the first time, doubt creeps into Vex's mind. Are the humans really planning to fight his entire fleet with a single vessel? 12 hours later, the Keth fleet arrives at Tau Colony. The evacuation is nearly complete, but a few thousand civilians remain on the surface. The Terra's Hope orbits the planet alone, looking tiny against the massive Keth warships. Vex opens a communication channel. Human vessel, surrender now, and we'll make your death quick. Jake's voice comes back calm and steady. Commander, this is your last chance. Turn around and go home. You're insane, Vex shouts. One ship against 40. You'll be destroyed in seconds. Will we? Jake asks. Dr. Park, show the commander what we brought. Terra's Hope suddenly transforms. What looked like a simple cargo hold opens to reveal advanced weaponry, unlike anything the galaxy has ever seen. Energy collectors that can drain power from enemy ships. Quantum disruptors that can tear apart matter at the molecular level. And something else, something that makes the Keth officers gasp in horror. Is that a black hole generator? Officer. Kor whispers. Dr. Park's voice comes over the communication. Not a generator, a controller. We can create, move, and dismiss black holes at will. The Keth fleet suddenly seems less intimidating. What good are massive ships against weapons that can create black holes? Commander Vex's voice shakes with rage and fear. You're bluffing. No one has that technology. Test us, Jake replies simply. The space around Tau Colony fills with tension. 40 Keth warships face one human vessel. The evacuation ships hover, nearby, watching the confrontation. Across the galaxy, billions of beings wait to see what happens next. Commander Vex hesitates. His pride demands he attack, but his survival instincts scream warnings. If the humans really can create black holes, his entire fleet could be destroyed instantly. Sir, Officer Kor whispers, perhaps we should withdraw and consult with the Emperor? No. Vex slams his fist down. I won't be humiliated by humans. He turns to his weapons officer. All ships, prepare to fire. The Keth fleet powers up their weapons. Energy readings spike across their massive guns. The Terra's Hope doesn't move, doesn't power up shields, doesn't take any defensive action. Fire. Vex screams. 40 warships unleash their full power. At the single human vessel, the space around Tau Colony lights up with energy beams and explosive missiles. The attack is devastating enough to crack a moon. But when the light fades, the Terra's Hope remains untouched. Not a single weapon reached its target. Impossible, Vex breathes. Jake's voice comes over the communication one final time. Commander, you've made your choice. Now live with the consequences. Everything changes. The Keth weapons fire simply vanishes. Every energy beam, every missile, every quantum torpedo disappears before reaching the Terra's Hope. The human ship sits peacefully in space, completely untouched. Officer Kor stares at his instruments in disbelief. Sir, our weapons just stopped existing. Commander Vex's face goes pale. What did they do? Dr. Park's voice answers over the communication. Quantum nullification field. We can make matter cease to exist in targeted areas. Your weapons never reached us because they stopped being real. The implications hit the Keth officers like a physical blow. If humans can make things stop existing, No weapon in the galaxy can touch them. Jake's voice follows, calm and patient. Commander, we gave you every chance to avoid this. Now we'll show you what happens when humans are forced to fight. The Terra's Hope doesn't move, doesn't fire any visible weapons. But suddenly, the Keth flagship begins to shake. Emergency alarms blare throughout the ship. Engineering reports massive system failures. Officer Core shouts. Weapons offline. Shields failing. Life support dropping. How? Vex screams. They didn't fire at us. We don't need to fire, Jake explains. We're inside your ship, Commander. We've been inside all your ships for months. Every system, every circuit, every power conduit, we know them all. One by one, the Keth warships begin to shut down. Not destroyed, not damaged, simply turned. Off. 40 massive vessels designed to conquer worlds become floating metal coffins in space. This is impossible, Vex whispers. Dr. Park's voice becomes educational, like a teacher explaining a lesson. We planted quantum markers in your systems months ago. Microscopic devices that can alter matter at the atomic level. We can turn your weapons into flowers, your armor into paper, your air into water. To prove her point, Commander Vex's personal sidearm transforms into a bouquet of roses. The metal simply flows and reshapes itself into organic matter. The other officers watch in horror as their weapons become harmless objects. You're changing the laws of physics, Officer Core breathes. We're using physics you don't understand yet, Jake corrects. Quantum manipulation, molecular reconstruction, reality alteration. Humans have been studying these concepts for decades. The Keth flagship's main screen activates, showing images from across the galaxy. Other Keth military bases, other fleets, other weapons facilities, all shutting down simultaneously. The entire Keth Empire's military might vanishes in minutes. Every Keth weapon in the galaxy is now offline, Dr. Park reports. Every ship, every base, every soldier's equipment. We're not destroying them. We're making them harmless. Commander Vex collapses into his command chair. You've defeated the entire Keth Empire with one ship. We've neutralized a threat, Jake corrects. We haven't conquered anyone. Your people are safe. Your worlds are intact. Your culture remains unchanged. We've simply removed your ability to hurt others. The communication. Screen splits to show news reports from across the galaxy. The smaller species that lived in fear of the Keth Empire are celebrating. Tau colony is safe. The galactic balance of power has shifted completely. What happens now? Vex asks, his voice defeated. Now you go home, Jake says simply. You tell your emperor that the age of conquest is over. Any species that threatens innocent lives will face humanity's response. And if we refuse, Dr. Park's voice becomes gentle but firm. Commander, we've demonstrated that we can disable your weapons. We can also disable your life support, your gravity generators, your food production. We don't want to hurt anyone, but we will protect the innocent. The screens show more images, human ships appearing near every aggressive empire in the galaxy. Small vessels, often just one per star system, but each one carrying technology that makes entire fleets obsolete. The galaxy is changing, Jake. Announces to the universe. Humanity offers friendship to those who seek peace and protection to those who need it. But for those who choose violence against the innocent, we offer consequences. On the trading station, alien representatives watch in stunned silence. The small, furry alien who questioned humanity's motives speaks first. They kept their word. They protected Tau colony without conquering anyone. The council leader's tentacles wave thoughtfully. Perhaps we've been thinking about power all wrong. The humans don't want to rule. They want to protect. Across the galaxy, the message spreads. Earth's single ship has changed everything. The age of empires built on fear. and conquest is ending. A new age of cooperation and protection is beginning. Commander Vex looks at his powerless weapons, his disabled ship, his defeated fleet. We underestimated them, he admits quietly. Everyone did, Officer Core replies. It looked so small, so weak, but they weren't weak, Vex realizes. They were patient. They were waiting for the right moment to reveal their true strength. The Terra's hope turns toward Earth, its mission complete. Behind it, the galaxy begins to change forever. Asterisk.